Hello, today is Tuesday, January 30th, 2024. My name is Daniel Mullany, and behind the camera we have our marketing manager, Nico Greina. And today we are here to film a video source inspection of a double stack 8-inch Sitek spin rinse dryer. Our customer is located here in the United States, and their PO number ends in 718106. I will go ahead and get the process started and then discuss the system as we go. So in this case, our system is configured with two 8-inch rotors for 8-inch typical 200 millimeter substrates. Both have low profile rotors in them. However, this system for now will be shipped with just one of these rotors. Here we have the second chamber. The second rotor will actually be a custom rotor that we're going to design. So I'll get into that in a little bit so we can review one of the great products that we offer to help run custom substrates. To identify our system serial number for us, we have SRD-01587. I've now taken a look at the rinse during the rinse cycle to see how our drain is functioning. We have a normal flow coming out the back of the system here into our floor drain. I'm also going to actuate and then turn off our water recirculation. Yep, and both of those are working normal for both our top and our bottom chamber here. We also have our EMO on the back, which allows us to EMO from the back of the system as well as the front of the system if you had any issues while running the spin rinse dryer. Our top chamber has already finished our low RPM rinse cycle and is now moving into our purge step. Our purge step is going to blow any remaining DI water out of the water manifold using a nitrogen purge. This prevents any water buildup during the dry cycles from sprinkling back onto the cassette and substrates, which can cause issues with consistent drying. We have two dry steps with our typical process here. We have a dry one at high RPM, going to sling the majority of water off of the cassette and substrates, and then we're going to have a low RPM dry two. We're going to ramp down to about 500 RPM, and we're going to stay there for 5 or more minutes in order to let the heated nitrogen and the heater blankets of the bowl complete the drying process for you. During this entire process, we have our controller monitoring all of the components on the system to make sure that everything's operating correctly. The controller is monitoring our static eliminator to ensure that it's oscillating its voltage back and forth, the current consumption of the heaters, the RPM of the motor, making sure that the valves are opening and closing correctly, and really just ensuring that when you press start on this system, when you finish your process, if you have a successful process run listed on the controller, then a successful process run actually happened. That's the most important part of the way our control system monitors our SRD. It's really to ensure that every time that you finish, if it worked properly, there's no alarms, and if something did happen, there's an alarm every single time so we can investigate into the system as to what might have happened and make sure that we don't have any issues that are going to cause us problems downstream with lots that run through the SRD. Okay, and so one of the products that I mentioned in the beginning of our video here was our custom rotors and custom cassettes. And this is one of our most popular products and capabilities for our end users because we're able to help you guys take any product that you need for the most part and run it through a spin rinse dryer. So whether or not you have substrates shaped like a microscope slide, maybe 1 inch by 3 inch, you have a prism of some sort made of quartz or glass, or in this case, you have a 200 millimeter substrate that's extra thick. We're able to help design a custom cassette for you that's going to allow you to then run your product through chemical baths and then go through a spin rinse drying process in our system. In this case, when we take our extra thick 200 millimeter substrates, we're able to design both Teflon cassettes and polypropylene cassettes, so we can use the Teflon ones with our custom Teflon handles to dip through chemical baths, go through a normal QDR, and then spin rinse dry in our system. We're able to provide the service to design the cassettes, design the handles, and design the rotors in order to do that entire turnkey process. We are then able to also provide those same cassettes out of more cost-effective materials such as polypropylene. That way, your cassettes that are just holding product in the meantime versus actually running through chemical baths can be more affordable for you and really match the same sort of configuration that we see in the majority of the semiconductor industry, where we have expensive cassettes running through chemical baths, and then we have more cost-effective cassettes holding our lots in between process steps when they're not exposed to any chemical or anything else similarly such as that. Okay, we have 180 seconds left here. So in addition to being able to provide our spin rinse dryers, as you can imagine then, we also have 100% of the parts in service in order to keep our systems up and running. After you buy our tools, we can quote you the windows, the door seals, filters, or any other consumable items such as gaskets or tubing. We can quote you any of the other main components such as the pneumatic valves, solenoid valves, the upright positioner, the motor, backup controllers or motor controllers in order to keep your fleet up and running. And then we also have all the services that you need. Whether your controller gets water damage on accident or your bearing seizes up after years of use, we're able then to repair all of those products for you in order to return them back to you and keep the lifespan of your SRD as long as possible. Not only do we support our new spin rinse dryers, but we also have the capability to support a variety of other SRDs that are already existing out in the marketplace. So when you look at your fab and you have semi-tool SRDs, Vertec SRDs, or other models, then we have those parts and services that we're able to support you with. When you call into Sitek, you're going to have an excellent experience of a customer service agent that's going to give you a call back, help discuss with you about what's happening with your spin rinse dryer, and then quote you the correct parts. So that way when you receive them, you have the confidence that the part that you have is correct and that you know how to install it in order to get your system back up and running. Not only that, but we also have the majority of these parts stocked on hand here. So that way, if you have a problem and you don't have what you need in your inventory already, you're able to give us a call, get a rapid response, and then have that item shipped out immediately. If you place your purchase order with us and choose overnight shipping and ask for an expedited shipment, we'll do that for you for free. Where many other companies are going to charge you hundreds of dollars sometimes in order to get items shipped out the same day as an expedite fee, we're going to perform that for you for free because we know that your downtime is more expensive than anything and your experience with our company is more important to us than a few $100s of expedite fee. So if you have any problems with your SRDs now or want to consider us in the future, please do so. You can find all of our parts listed on our website at www.sitekprocess.com. Sitek is S-I-T-E-K, or you can call us 916-797-9000. All right, so we've got 20 more seconds going on the top chamber before we're going to be complete with this demo of the spin rinse dryer. I'm coming around now to inspect both bowls here before we finish, and everything is looking great. I see a couple droplets of water on the edge of the bowl only, or maybe a drop on the window here. That's absolutely normal for a spin rinse dryer process. If you wanted to run for another couple minutes and completely evaporate all of the DI water, you can do that as well. But having a couple of drops left is not a problem, as our goal is to make sure that our rotor, cassette, and substrates are completely dry, and that's what I see here. So when I reach into the chamber, I can feel our nitrogen purging in hot. Our cassette is warm to the touch. And then when I inspect our substrates and cassette, everything is dry and would be ready for the next step in your manufacturing process. I come down to our bottom chamber, and I feel the same thing, which is warm nitrogen when I reach into the chamber. The cassette is warm to the touch. And when I inspect all of our substrates, everything looks great. Okay, so we had a successful demo of our spin rinse dryer today. I can actually finish this demo by actuating our EMO and showing that this is also working correctly. All right, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view our inspection today. Again, my name is Daniel and we filmed this for Sitek Process Solutions. Our website again is sitekprocess.com, and what we'd like most is to talk with you. You can reach us at 916-797-9000. 9000, and to reach me directly, dial extension 2201. I hope you have a great day.